What's up, ElectroDrive news fans? Get ready to rev your engines because the automotive world is firing on all cylinders with the latest breaking news. We're diving headfirst into a week of electrifying updates that you absolutely cannot afford to miss. From jaw-dropping price cuts on anticipated models to groundbreaking infrastructure solutions, the pace of innovation is relentless, and we've got the inside track. Buckle up because the future of driving is unfolding right now, and you're getting the first look. We're talking about shifts that could redefine your next ride and the very landscape of personal transport. So, settle in, because this is the news you need to stay ahead of the curve, delivered with the energy and insight you expect from us. Let's get into it. First up, a major player is making a drastic move on one of its highly anticipated electric models. We're seeing a significant price reduction that has everyone talking. Could this be a sign of things to come for the EV market, or a strategic pivot to capture more buyers? We've got the details on why this is happening and what it means for the future of electric muscle cars. Then, we head to the sunny shores of San Diego, where a booming EV market is revealing a surprising infrastructure challenge. While more people are embracing electric, finding a place to charge is becoming a real headache. But where there's a challenge, there's an opportunity. We're exploring how innovative mobile charging services are stepping in to fill the gap, offering a glimpse into a more convenient EV future. And that's not all. We're also diving into Ford's massive investment to transform a legendary plant into an EV powerhouse, signaling a bold new direction for affordable electric vehicles. Plus, we've got a game-changing charging solution emerging from South Africa, designed to tackle grid instability head-on. Stick around for all the essential updates, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a beat. Price cut shocker, Dodge slashes Charger EV price. In a move that's sending ripples through the automotive industry, Dodge is making a significant adjustment to the price of its 2026 Charger Daytona EV. Traditionally, manufacturers tend to increase prices year over year, but Dodge is bucking that trend with a substantial price cut for its all-electric muscle car. This decision comes as the brand reevaluates the market reception for its electric offerings, particularly after discontinuing the less powerful RT variant. The remaining Scat Pack model, initially priced at $64,995, will see its sticker price drop to $59,995 for the 2026 model year, representing an 8.3% reduction. This strategic move places the Scat Pack just $2,000 above the price of the now discontinued RT, which started at $57,995. Despite the Scat Pack boasting a considerably higher horsepower output of 670 HP compared to the RT's 496 HP. Pricing details uncovered through an official order guide suggest no major equipment changes for the 2026 model, meaning the vehicle will largely remain the same as the current iteration. However, the price adjustment arrives amidst a shifting landscape for EV incentives. Notably, the federal EV tax credit, which was previously available through leasing options for the Charger Daytona Scat Pack, will no longer be accessible following changes to the incentive program. This makes the price reduction even more critical for potential buyers. Furthermore, the Charger Daytona Scat Pack remains more expensive than the newly announced Charger 6-Pack, which features a twin-turbocharged 3-liter inline-six engine and is set to start at $54,995. For purists, the 6-pack might be the obvious choice, but for those seeking peak performance irrespective of the powertrain, the Daytona Scat Pack's enhanced power output warrants a closer look, especially with the new pricing. The market's initial lukewarm reception to the electric-only Charger has clearly prompted Dodge to reconsider its strategy, potentially making the electric muscle car more accessible and competitive in a rapidly evolving automotive market. This price adjustment could be a crucial factor in driving sales and recapturing interest in the electric Charger lineup. But will this price cut be enough to win over the skeptics? Stay tuned as we dive into San Diego's surprising EV infrastructure challenges and how a new breed of mobile charging services is stepping up to the plate. San Diego's EV boom creates charging gold rush for mobile services. San Diego is charging ahead with electric vehicle adoption, but its public charging infrastructure is struggling to keep pace, creating a significant bottleneck for drivers. With 2,180 public charging stations, including 228 DC fast chargers, the city has a substantial network. However, the sheer volume of EVs, with California registering over 100,000 in Q2 2025, and San Diego County a major contributor, means drivers frequently encounter full, broken, or incompatible charging ports. This has transformed range anxiety from a concern about battery depletion to a frustration over finding a working charger. Maria Rodriguez, a Tesla Model Y owner from Carlsbad, shared her experience. "It's about whether you'll find an available charger when you need one. I've driven to 3 different stations before finding one that worked." This sentiment highlights a widespread issue of reliability and uneven distribution of charging points, particularly in high-traffic areas like Balboa Park and the Gaslamp Quarter, where stations are often occupied for extended periods. The urgency for EV adoption is further amplified by the impending expiration of federal EV tax credits up to $7,500 on September 30, 2025, and California's mandate for 35% of new car sales to be electric by 2026. This infrastructure gap has paved the way for mobile EV charging services, which offer a convenient alternative by bringing power directly to vehicles. Unlike fixed charging stations that require substantial investment, lengthy permitting processes, and ongoing maintenance, mobile units can be deployed flexibly based on demand. This is particularly beneficial for San Diego's tourism sector, which attracts over 35 million visitors annually, many of whom drive EVs. Hotels, event venues, and attractions can now offer charging without costly permanent installations. Mobile charging operators can also target underserved areas where traditional stations aren't economically feasible and provide crucial emergency services for stranded drivers. San Diego's spread-out geography, from coastal areas to inland suburbs, presents ideal service territories for mobile charging to bridge the gaps between fixed stations. The recent 8.8% drop in used EV prices has made electric vehicles more accessible to a broader demographic, including apartment dwellers who may lack home charging, making them prime customers for mobile services. While California has invested heavily in charging infrastructure, demand continues to outstrip supply, making mobile charging a vital bridge technology to accelerate EV adoption. The market for individual consumers is relatively open, offering a significant opportunity for businesses that can effectively reach this segment while partnering with commercial entities. But how does this compare to the massive EV transformation happening at Ford? Get ready, because we're heading to Kentucky for a look at a $2 billion overhaul that could redefine affordable electric vehicles. Ford unleashes $2 billion EV overhaul in Kentucky. Ford is making a monumental leap into the future of electric vehicles with a massive $2 billion investment to retool its Louisville assembly plant in Kentucky. This historic transformation will convert the factory, which has produced gas-powered vehicles for 7 decades, into a cutting-edge facility dedicated to manufacturing electric vehicles. Ford CEO Jim Farley hailed the project as a pivotal moment, likening it to the revolutionary changes Henry Ford brought with the Model T. This strategic shift underscores Ford's commitment to EVs, even as federal incentives face changes. The new strategy aims to produce electric vehicles that are not only more affordable, but also more profitable to build and superior to rival models. The first product to roll off the line from the revamped plant in 2027 will be a midsize, 4-door electric pickup truck. This truck is designed to accommodate 5 adults comfortably and boasts performance targets, including a 0-60 mph time comparable to a Mustang EcoBoost, but with enhanced downforce. Powering these new trucks will be batteries manufactured at Ford's Michigan factory, part of a separate $3 billion investment, strengthening the domestic EV supply chain. Farley emphasized that this overhaul represents the most significant change in Ford's vehicle design and production since the Model T era. The company is adopting a universal platform and a streamlined production system for its EVs, which will reduce the number of parts by 20% and fasteners by 25%. The assembly process itself is being reimagined with an assembly tree concept, replacing the traditional single conveyor belt with 3 simultaneous subassembly lines that converge, cutting down workstations and assembly time by 15%. This innovative approach is expected to result in an affordable electric vehicle that we expect to be profitable, according to Farley. The targeted starting price for the new electric truck is around $30,000. This investment is set to secure 2,200 hourly jobs at the Louisville plant and is part of a larger $5 billion commitment across the Kentucky and Michigan facilities, expected to create or secure nearly 4,000 direct jobs. The move is seen as a direct response to the growing global competition from Chinese automakers offering affordable EVs. Farley stated Ford's goal is not just to build EVs, but to build a sustainable and profitable EV business that customers love, positioning the Kentucky-built truck as a superior alternative. While acknowledging the risks and the graveyard of past failed affordable vehicle projects, Ford is determined to break the cycle with this ambitious undertaking. From massive plant overhauls to tackling grid instability, the EV world is buzzing. We're heading to South Africa next for a look at a charging solution that's built to withstand the toughest conditions. South Africa unveils grid-resilient EV charging solution. Cape Town is at the forefront of a significant innovation in electric vehicle charging with the launch of Smart EV by SDS Tech Group. This pioneering custom EV charging system is engineered to dramatically increase charging capacity by up to 300%, even in the face of South Africa's persistent grid instability and frequent power outages, commonly known as load shedding. This breakthrough addresses a critical barrier to widespread EV adoption in regions plagued by unreliable power supply. The Smart EV initiative was successfully piloted in a high-impact project for the city of Cape Town, where it tripled the municipality's EV charging capacity from 1 MW to 3 MW. This involved a comprehensive reengineering of existing infrastructure, the implementation of advanced metering systems, and the deployment of chargers equipped with intelligent monitoring capabilities. These smart chargers are designed to automatically avoid charging during peak grid times and intelligently manage demand to prevent power consumption spikes. Michael Leeton, Chief Technical Officer at SDS, highlighted that the chargers can be further optimized by integrating power from on-site solar installations, creating a smarter and more cost-effective charging solution. The global implications of the Smart EV launch are substantial. As electric vehicles proliferate worldwide, the demand for robust and reliable charging infrastructure is escalating. Smart EV's combination of efficiency and resilience positions it as a potential game-changer for clean mobility, especially in emerging economies facing similar power challenges. By blending local expertise with renewable energy integration and global best practices in smart systems, SDS Tech Group's solution could set a new standard for EV infrastructure development. Leeton elaborated on the project's specifics. This specific project involved increasing the city of Cape Town's supply from 1 MW to 3 MW, redesigning the infrastructure and metering on-site, with new EV chargers monitored through smart systems. These chargers are designed to prevent charging during peak times and actively manage the load to prevent demand spikes during charging. This intelligent load management is key to ensuring consistent and available charging, regardless of external grid conditions. The focus on preventing charging during peak times and actively managing demand ensures that the system can operate at its maximum capacity without overwhelming the local power grid. This approach not only enhances reliability, but also optimizes energy costs, particularly when combined with renewable energy sources like solar power. And that wraps up our top stories for today. What a week of electrifying news. From price drops to infrastructure innovations, the future of driving is here. And that's a wrap on another electrifying episode of ElectroDrive News. We saw Dodge making waves with a significant price cut on the Charger EV, San Diego tackling its charging infrastructure gap with innovative mobile solutions, Ford investing billions to revolutionize EV production in Kentucky, and a game-changing resilient charging system emerging from South Africa. Don't miss out on any of the action. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, drop a comment with your thoughts, and follow us on all social platforms for more exclusive content. We'll see you next time.